He shouldn't. She wasn't involved.
No, Lambert.
Right. Better to leave her like this.
What about my coin? Arseholes.
Didn't even pay for her beer. Rude boys. Rude
You gotta
boys.
help me, Geralt. Best thing will be to split up. You sail to Skellige. Try to squeeze something out of Hammond. I'll go to Tredegor and meet with Solis.
Alright, fine.
Where'll we meet once I'm back?
At the Nowhere Inn.
All right, I'm off. Good luck.
No, I did not miss it. I just haven't had time to read it yet. This has been a very dialogue-heavy moment. Alright. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Hawk Oddly, good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. Hope you're doing well, my man. No, talk first, and we'll catch up with him later.
Hunt down those lizard trinkets.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So between the robots of the dwarves, robots? What robots? I mean the golems? Between the golems of the dwarves, or the so between all the constructs, the golems of the dwarves, the constructs of the Tomb Kings, and the terracotta of Cathay. If they have a free-for-all, who wins? Or is that something for Lorebeards? Ah, man. I don't think we know enough. Like, we just don't have enough information. Like, there's really not a lot of info on the dwarf golems. Like, we know they existed, and that's really about it. So, like, it would just kind of be pure speculation. And the Terracotta Sentinels, like, I know they exist, but I don't know a lot about, like, what feats they've performed. What kind of big matchups they've had. What have they defeated? What have they lost to? Common Red Sword, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for being here. I mean, I would say that Tomb King constructs are probably going to come out on top. Thanks for the stretch redeem. I do appreciate that. Oh. And thank you for the hydrate, Hawk Oddly. Like, we do not have a lot of information on dwarf golems. Like, there's no canonical information to really look at other than they existed. Everything beyond that is pretty much speculation. The only, like, the most recent art we have of them was from the Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition roleplay. And we don't even really get to see it in its true original form because it's been messed with by a human who added a bunch of piping and weird nonsense to it so she could make it function. Enter the settlement from the outside. Back to Skellige. We'll go to Harvikin.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers.
What is known about Warfire Dragons? A fair bit. Warfire Dragons are dragons who have essentially become addicted to Warpstone. They've spent so much time around it for various reasons. That it has greatly affected them to the extent of, it has greatly affected them to the extent of changing their physical form. So they've been heavily mutated, and they are creatures to whom Warpstone is a substance that they desire above all else. It is a source of their power. It's a source. They can they eat it, they consume it, and use it to make themselves more powerful. And they are incredibly sinister dragons. Plus, they give off such, like, they burn with such an intense, like, irradiated heat that just being near them can cause you to basically burst into flames and die. And it can be very, very difficult to injure them with traditional weaponry. because they give off like this unholy aura. They're not Skaven dragons. They are not Skaven dragons. Warpfire dragons hate Skaven. They hate them. If anything, I would actually say Skaven dragons, or Skaven and Warpfire dragons, they're natural enemies. They hate one another because they compete for the same resources. Is it always this windy? Probably. Presumably.
Move it.
Yeah, well, Zhao Ming would have to, like, them... When it comes to warpstone exposure, we're talking way different levels.
What do you want?
I'm looking for Hammond.
What for?
Business.
He prays at the chapel on the hill this time of day. If it's slaves you're looking to buy, you'll have to wait till he's done.
He's praying. Wouldn't have thought him a God-fearing man from what I've heard about him.
Yet it's not something that would surprise any man who knows him.
Another snoot. You know the drill.
Swords? Hammond? Not that Hammond. Quick save? I'll quick save after we kill all these guys. Ow. Damn pirates. I murder them, and then I shall loot this entire village. You guys are a bunch of slavers anyway. There's one thing I don't like, it's slavers. They're rude. What creatures in the Monstrous Arcanum do I think will make it in? All of them, I think, eventually will make it in. As long as the game continues to sell well, I would genuinely expect all of them. Like, I think the Incarnate Elementals will make it in as part of the,
Come on, come closer.
Can I... Ow. You stop shooting. Like, the Incarnate Elementals are, like, the least likely to make it into the game, but I think the Incarnate Elementals will absolutely make it in as part of these Dogs of War. Garnath, have a great day, dude. Good luck on your game. I hope it's fun. May the dice gods favor you. The one guy you know, welcome back. We're gonna completing your Cruel Boys force at the moment and find myself already thinking of my next army. Any recommendations on what Chaos army to make? Well, I've heard pretty good, reliable rumors that Nurgle's gonna be receiving a new book soon, so it might be time to hop into Papa Nurgle. I also think Korn is due for an update as well. I mean, I think either of those would be a lot of fun. Or you could wait until they get their update. So maybe Slanesh would be the best way to go, because Slanesh is probably, like, finished. So you don't have to worry about any, like, new crap coming out and interrupting you. Just depends what your priorities are. The Zinch is best. I mean, you could always go Zinch. It's true. Slaves to Darkness are really good. That's also Slaves to Darkness are pretty competitive right now. Though I think actually Disciples of Zinch is the most competitive Chaos Army. Though I doubt you're asking for competitiveness. How do I feel about the 40k Total War speculation? I am 100% confident there's going to be a Total War Warhammer 40,000. I don't know when, but I feel that is inevitable. Fantasy has sold like hotcakes, and if anything, 40k is just going to sell even better. Like, there's no way that's not happening. Yeah, demons are the best bang for your buck, because you can use them in any setting related to Warhammer. Yeah, I feel like Total War 40k is like the most obvious thing in the universe that it's happening. There's no way it's not happening. You don't want to try Talkway? No, they're pirates. Enslavers. And they don't have any merchants. They don't have any merchants. They don't have an inn. They don't have any Gwent players. Why would I spare them? They're cruel men who don't play Gwent. They deserve death. Mostly for not playing Gwent. Mostly. I mean, the slavery stuff is also... obviously, that's also bad. But no Gwent? Not in this house. Better not have 400 Space Marine DLCs. Well, that's probably going to come down... It's probably going to depend on how much Games Workshop is able to get their fingers in that pie. Because if Games Workshop is, like, heavily involved in, like, trying to get the stuff done, then there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of Space Marine junk. Because... I mean, that's what 40k is. 40k is Space Marines. The Xenos just don't matter. It sucks, but it's true. That's why I don't play 40k. I would play 40k if it weren't for the fact that, like, playing as Xenos and still choosing to play 40k is just punishment. Like, I'm not going to do that to myself. Yeah, like, I like Tyranids. I like Tyranids a lot. I actually have a bunch of Tyranid models. Hey, Adronius Maximus. First of all, welcome. Second, how are you? Glad you could make it. What time period in 40k would CA make a game in? Probably the modern timeline. 9th edition, when things are actually interesting. Could be a Horus Heresy game. I really hope it's not. God, there is nothing more lame, in my opinion, than Horus Heresy. Like, oh, great, everybody's playing the same thing. Like, whoa, how exciting.
Gods of the sea, I've never begrudged you no gifts. Grant me another victory, so I can make you another offering of me loot.
Don't mind me.
Fuck, what now?
He's a big boy.
Heard you were in Carradin's band.
Fucking say what you want. Come on, spit it out, you arse-licking bastard.
I'm looking for Yad Carradin.
And just who the hell are you?
A friend of a friend. I'm looking for Carradin. Thought maybe we could make some sort of deal.
What? Our business robbing some Novigrad pricks the wrong way. Plowing guilds. Come on, what are you waiting for? Kill the fucker!
Alright, rude. If you weren't such a chunky lad, maybe you wouldn't catch on fire so easy. You hot? Yeah, you're a little hot. It's alright, they're all just tuckered out. They just need him now. He was praying to Stromfels. He's a heretic! Hammond, I thought I made it clear during our last face-to-face talk. I don't want to keep in touch with you. I especially don't want to do any business with you. I've no doubt the enterprise you propose would be profitable. Nevertheless, to speak colloquially, count me out. There are plenty of other potential buyers in Novigrad. Goldsmiths, jewelers, and merchants dealing luxury goods for starters. I don't want to get involved. Whatever you decide, I wish you well in it. Treat this letter as our final farewell. Character. Alright, so he's cutting off ties with everybody. Beef. Octarius was supposed to be my big Nids versus Orc mission, and then Black Templars got thrown into it. Dr. Bloody, did you really think they would do any kind of campaign where Space Marines are not the main characters? Like, come on. 40k fans, y'all gotta realize, if you're, listen, if you are a 40k fan, but you're a Xenos fan, like, you're basically in an abusive relationship. Where you're never gonna get any love or attention. You're just gonna get neglect. You exist as a punching bag, and that is it. It's painful, I know. Truly, I do. But it's the truth. It's harsh, but it's unfortunately the way it is.
Finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared.
Hey, Palooka! Palooka, what's the word, my dude?
Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free.
How's it hanging?
Good thing too.
Where are we at?
Indeed, I knew
Have you started Lord Croak yet?
Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Goodness. It's all so enormous.
I've heard AOS is a good alternative. I love AOS. AOS is great. And so far, they've been doing a really good job at keeping the Stormcast Eternals reasonable. Like, they show up in a lot of places, but they don't show up everywhere. Like, if Broken Realms had been like 40k, then Broken Realms, every single part of Broken Realms, all 4 parts, would have featured different storm hosts. Instead, only part 1 and part 3 had heavily featured storm hosts. Part 4 kinda did, but part 4 was more about free cities. But like part 2, there was nothing. Not a single Stormcast to be seen. It was beautiful. And the Stormcasts also are just far less significant. I have returned.
What the hell took you?
Pretty likely Carradine lives in Novigrad, and he never severed ties with Hammond. They're actually in business together.
Learned something too. He trades in live goods on the sly. Owns a ship called the Pearl of the Coast. Runs between here and Skellige. Changed his name too, to Roland Truger, who officially is a respected Novigrad trader and philanthropist. Has a residence in Gildorf.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that the Stormcast were just getting their shit wrecked in part 1 and part 3. Yeah, Palooka. Yeah, that's something I've been wondering about.
Anything on Celise?
Have I played the barkeep here? I don't know. We'll check.
Stand up for her.
I'll meet you outside his house.
All right. Meet you outside Carradin's house.
Wait for you in a gateway off the round.
You're an artist, a sword swallower.
No, a witcher.
No, I've never talked to
Never
this
heard
lady.
of that.
She's never heard of a witcher? What?
What did the cook make today?
Ah, she doesn't sell Gwent cards. That's okay, though. She does play Gwent. Let's play, innkeeper.
In the mood for some diversion.
Yeah, Bellacor's new
Game
model
of
is
Gwent your
excellent.
best.
We gave away one here on we gave away one on the YouTube channel not too long ago. And we're going to be giving away another model here on the Twitch channel in the very near future. Hey, about the Total War Warhammer 3 Siege rework, do you think it means we'll be able to get more than 20 stacks in one army? Kimsey Bimsey, I think there will be ways to have larger armies, but I don't think you will have above 20 stacks. I think 20 stack will be the max on the campaign map, but I think there may be ways to get larger hordes into cities. If that makes sense. It's a very expensive spy. 7 for a spy is rough. Will we have Be'lakor at launch? I think so. I believe Be'lakor is the 9th legendary lord. Because we know for Total War Warhammer 3, there are 9 starting factions. There's 1 for each Dark God, 2 for Cathay, 2 for Kislev, and a mystery 9th. And it seems, I am 99% certain the mystery 9th is actually Be'lakor. It's Undead Skaven. I didn't realize we were playing Dreadfleet. Fighting Frost. Ugh, jerk. It's so rude. But that means I can actually use his spy, because his spy's only going to give me 1 instead of 7. Any new news about him? Not. I think I was sent an audio clip I need to get some more clarification on. That one of the recent videos put out by CA had some more Be'lakor stuff hidden in it. But I need to actually sit down and examine it for myself. Characters being immune to weather is so nice. I'm trying to minimize how many cards I play. All my remaining cards are like really good. Wasn't that already in the corn trailer? Yeah, but I've heard there's supposedly another one. But like I said, I gotta look into it. Kind of tempted to pass. But I know he's got another spy card. And if he has a Scorch in an upcoming round, that could be bad news, Bears. I feel like the Cirilla card is too big of a leap. We'll pass. That Biting Cold kind of messed things around a bit. Okay, never mind. He's got, like, garbage. Unless he gets lucky with his draw here. Oh, Yennefer card? Okay. And then he can summon another spy. Another spy. Crappy bolt thrower. Crappy troop. $36. Oh my god, he played everything he had left just to tie. He's literally got nothing left. What a nerd, dude. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. That is genuinely hilarious. I'm gonna style on her. I love styling. Man, I really wanted to go ham in that first round to try and get to that fabled 182 score, but just couldn't manage it. Like that stupid biting cold. Oh, we got a Karen. Oh, we got the Karen card. Nice. Dude, that's what? It's so weird when like some random person has a legendary card. It was a legendary card. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I love the squid monster. We got the bog octopus card. I love it. That is genuinely exciting. Where's the manager? That's a great card. Bonus versus manage.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know how to get in. I got a plan.
If your plan doesn't include dealing with an escort of guardsmen, best revise it. Calm now. Let them start it.
You're expected. Come in.
Oh. Well. Okay. It's a turp. Oh, he's gone straight, hasn't he? Got a family. Whoa!
Make yourselves at home.
What?
He's a witcher.
He's a witcher?
Very true. Allow me to introduce my wife, Letitia, and my two little tots.
What?
You know who I am, and I've heard of you. You've been asking many questions about me. That always draws my attention.
What school do you come out of?
That of the cat. So few of us left.
Whoa, what a bombshell, dude.
Witchers can't have children.
But they can have wards, or take in a woman along with her children, embrace them as their own.
I could understand a witcher becoming a hired assassin, but a merchant?
Why ever not? Not one among us doesn't dream of changing our life. I simply did not stop at dreaming. They say no witcher has ever died in his bed. I aim to be the first.
Remains to be seen.
Good absolute grief.
My friend needs to talk to you.
Lads, take the children and Letitia and leave us. Our guests wish to speak to me.
Do I know when Total Warhammer 3 is coming? Probably like in February or March. I don't know.
I'm all ears.
Talk to him, Geralt. If I do, first word he says to me, I'll lose it and throttle the fucker.
Nice house.
Nice place you got.
As it turned out, I have a flair for enterprise. Now I have coin enough to provide my family with the finer things in life.
With some left over for philanthropy.
Miss Marabella's institute does not scorn small donations. Neither does the city's Widows and Orphans Relief Fund, amongst others.
Good grief, dude's like, yes, I take care of orphans
wife
and widows.
knew
What do
you
you
were.
do?
We are thoroughly honest with one another, harbor no secrets. once. She prays for me each day. You know what? I think it's working.
Fucking hell.